Alright guys, so we're going to do this Facebook walkthrough, show you guys how to set up a Facebook campaign, show you the differences between Facebook and IG when it comes to actually building out campaigns. We're going to go back into Big Bang Ads just to grab our offer URL. When we were running with the Facebook Live, we were having some issues with the offer URL, but hopefully everything's working fine now. So I'm just going to grab Morrison's, preview that. I'm sure it was the exact same thing, but just going to double check. And this is important, guys. Whenever you're setting up your campaign, always double check at every step. Very important. All right, so that is the right lender. So we can win a £1,000 Morrison voucher, gift voucher. Cool. So I will just grab that URL, head into my volume account, just to show you guys how I've done that. So I've gone to offers here. And if you can't see the screen, please drop a message in the chat, and then I can zoom in a bit more. But I've tried to zoom in more than usual, so just let me know. So I'll just click new offer, create. Now it's important that you guys watch carefully. So what you do is you select your affiliate network. So Big Bang Ads. So I'm just going to grab anyone, just grab this one. So the offer is Morrison's, we call that BBA, okay, Morrison's gift card, paste in the offer URL, add an and symbol, so just to make sure you guys know what I'm talking about, and just to add that at the end, don't forget that, otherwise things will just get jacked up. And then grab that af underscore sub 2 equals click ID, paste that in here. Payout, I'll just select manual. I think it's €1.10. Yep. I'll just go back to volume, enter that in. So 1.1. Public, blah blah blah. Just double check if it's got a conversion cap. Make sure you're always doing your checks, guys. Very important. So there is no conversion cap. Awesome. So we can just go ahead and save that. Save. Click save. Okay, guys. So we have our offer added into volume. So the next step usually would be we grab our Facebook pixel, but I've already done so, as you can see here. Just because we've done that in the last live, which messed up with the Facebook live. So Shigeldi just messaged me saying you can't hear me. Just make sure you've updated the settings on your laptop. We've had another student who couldn't hear, but I'm sure that he's fixed it now. But everybody else can hear. So make sure it's going to be an issue on your end. Make sure you fix the hearing on your device. This will be Constantine. Yes, this will be recorded and posted live. So don't worry about that. Anyway, so we've added our pixel into the HTML here on the right hand side. And that's the Facebook pixel. The next thing is we want to make sure we've added our click URL. That has also been added, but I'm just going to make sure you guys know how to add that. So zoom out a little bit. So this, let me zoom out a bit, it's too big, way too big. Oh, I'm zooming out of the wrong thing. Okay, cool. So you want to make sure you select that gear icon. For most of you who've already been setting up multiple campaigns, getting to your click URL shouldn't be an issue. You're probably just duplicating the same lander with the exact click URL, so you don't really need to change that once you've got it set up the first time. But for those who haven't, I'm just going to quickly show you. You head over to tracking URLs, as you can see here. Cool stuff. And then we'll just grab our click URL here, copied, and we'll go to the bottom of our lander where it says www.google.com. You edit that in at the bottom. I've already done the edit, so as you can see, I've already pasted that in, and that's what I've done in the live we just had a moment ago, which crashed. I'll show you again. So then the next thing we'd usually do is, obviously get our copy updated. So I've already done that, as you can see. Let's see if this works actually. Let's see if we can actually see the lander. Should be quite helpful for you guys, I'm sure. So just bear with. See if it opens Chrome. I think maybe the preview is not going to work, but we'll try. There's no harm in trying. Okay, I think the preview is actually working. Fingers crossed. Alright, so we'll see if that preview loads up. Sad times, sad times. It doesn't want to load up. Probably just need to if you get that issue with your brackets, you probably just need to close down the brackets thing and then redo that. But for the sake of this video, I'm not going to do that just because we're live. Just going to make it fairly quick. So yeah, so we've updated the copy already. So as you can see, just to give you some context, with Facebook, we focus on having a 3-question flow. So the first question being, where do you usually buy your groceries? And the reason for that is you just want to entice them with the brand, get them initially engaged, get them to potentially think about where do they buy their groceries. So they're starting to visualize things, and you're kind of almost walking them through the store, right? So they're visualizing the store that they shop at, with the brand that we are targeting always at the top. So Morrisons is the brand for this campaign. That's the top. If you're running Tesco, you put Tesco at the top. Because remember, they've clicked through on an ad where you've kind of showcased Morrisons, right? So make sure you bear that in mind. And then the next question is, how much do you spend on groceries per month? So this question is framed to essentially get the traffic and get the person to think about the actual spend, the negatives. They're spending a lot of money on their groceries. Oh damn, I'm spending so much. Then we ask them, if you win this voucher, how long could you shop for free? So we kind of gave them a little problem to think about, and now we're providing them with a potential solution, right? Or a potential upside, a potential positive in the situation. So negative, positive, just a bit of marketing psychology, and that's why we do that. The reason why we have 3 questions with Facebook as opposed to with IG is because Facebook, the traffic, they are a little bit more engaged. And so that because they're more engaged, they're going to look into things in a little bit more detail. So we want to make sure that the flow makes the most sense when they, with the ad that they just clicked on. We want to make sure everything syncs up. They're not thinking, this looks strange. Everything is all synced up nicely for them to convert on the offer page, right? All right. So if you have any questions about that part, drop it in the group chat. I will answer any question. But if not, I'll just move on. So now that we've kind of got our copy updated, we'll then obviously be adding the image on the lander. Again, that's something that I've already done. Actually, I think that's where it actually crashed. No, yeah, it crashed last time when I grabbed this image. So I'm just going to grab that again. I think I may have already saved it, but let's check. Okay. I got a little worried that it's going to crash again when I have to save that one. I don't know what that is. Okay. Right. Okay. How do I move this? Go away. Okay. So we've got the image downloaded. And now we're just going to quickly jump into Canva. Paste in this image. And obviously we're not running Tesco, so we're going to delete that one. Tesco, every little helps. If you're from the UK, let me know. If you're from the London, in the London. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna keep this very simple. As I've said before, we do not want to get all super artistic with this and waste time. This is basic. Just keep it simple. Just match the brand. That's all. All right, then I'll just download. Yeah, JPEG, 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 JPEG. It's a bit OTT, but okay, I'll go for 90 just in case it's too makes the site slow. Cool. So now I'm gonna actually go into my Lander now and go in here where it says brand. I'll select that and I'll just save over it. So replace and boom, yeah. Okay. Just let that load up. All right, so we updated the copy on the Lander. We've added the image on the Lander. So now we want to update the folder which is holding the Lander. So essentially, get our Lander URL essentially ready, right? So if I'm doing a Morrison's campaign, I may just do something like this. I may call it so UK-MOR-1, all small caps. The caps do make a difference when you are entering your URL off the back of S3. So just to save you from some confusion, I'd always just use small caps because you may realize that your Lander is not working or anything like that. But yeah, so this is essentially going to be our string. So now we know our string. We can go into volume and we can actually create our Lander inside a volume. That's what I'm going to do. Constantine said, Richard, have you tried loading speeds with Landerbolt? I've actually never used Landerbolt. I've seen them quite a few times actually. They're quite a big partner of a lot of affiliate trackers, but I have personally never used a Landerbolt before. But that's a good question. All right, so we're gonna go over to track. So I'm super zoomed in. So I'm just gonna zoom out. Just make sure I clicked. So just go over to track. But yeah, if you got more questions, keep asking the questions. I know that sometimes when you're watching the videos, if it's a 3-hour long video where I'm taking this very, very slowly, then you may want to ask some questions. So ask them, go for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and press a Lander. So we actually have quite a few people in here right now. But yeah, cool. Okay, so I actually forgot my Lander URL, but I know that I've got another campaign right here with that URL. So I'm just gonna get the domain and I'm just gonna set that up. You'll see in a second. You guys will see. Okay, zoom out. Why is it not showing up? Don't worry guys, I'm gonna zoom back in. I know that it's small. Don't worry guys. Okay, this is just weird. Alright, there it is. Alright, so I'm just gonna grab the root domain. And yeah, this is the domain I'm gonna use for the Lander. And based on obviously this string, that's gonna be the essentially the suffix of the URL. So new Lander. Run this in the UK. In the London. Okay, paste that. And what was that? That was UK-MOR. In fact, let's just do that. Low risk. Okay, so the Lander is pretty much ready. I'm gonna call that BBA Morrison's 1. And I'll put UK. Okay, boom, 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 all basic. Save. So now that, so wait, they got a question from Gura. Is there any third-party drag and drop software working with S3? I do not have a Scooby Dooby Doo. I don't have a clue, mate. I don't know. Why would you need that? Why would you need that? Are you having some issues with S3? If you're having issues with S3, then let us know, because S3 is completely free. S3 is free. You get it? But yeah, you don't. I think you should be fine using S3. But if you have any questions about the S3 setup, let us know. You can say it right now in the chat, just to make things faster. You can be very fast with S3. The thing is with S3 is that what I'm doing right now, a lot of this will be duplicated anyway. So like when as a lot of guys like Tashir, I think Tashir is in the chat right now or in the group. If you're like Tashir and you're running multiple campaigns, you're just duplicating it most of the time, so you're not really doing much to it other than changing some images, blah blah blah. But there's not really any hard code that you have to do. But I do understand though, drag and drop is super simple, but not that scalable because they're not as quick to load. But yeah, I'm not sure about that stuff. I just use the HTML. Yeah. All right, so we got our lander added inside a volume. So then we can now essentially create our campaign. So go over to campaigns. Just let that load up. And to be fair, guys, setting up your campaign, you can do it in 15 to 25 minutes. If you do it properly, it can be very, very quick. Obviously, right now I'm trying to be slow, so I don't, ignore the fact that you guys are watching. But once you get good at it, you can actually be very rapido. Rapido. Okay. Facebook. Running it in the United Kingdom. Whoop. Yep. We call it BBA Morrison's. Yep. Cool. Oh, why is this hidden? Okay. All right. I'm just gonna drag it because you guys don't need to see the code right now. So I'll just give you guys the full picture, and I'm gonna zoom back in. I know that's super small. Oh god, that's a bit too big. Alright, let me know if you guys can see that alright. Okay, I don't know why it's getting bigger. All good? All good? Can everyone see that? Obviously you can't say yes, but if you can just drop something in the chat. Otherwise I'm just going to keep going. So at this point, you select double meta refresh. I know in the video, somebody's pointed out already, I actually forgot to press double meta refresh there in the video that's inside the members area right now. Apologies. But you can press double meta refresh. All that does, all the double meta refresh means is that your affiliate network cannot essentially know where you're referring your traffic from. So essentially, they can't find your lander, which for you at this position doesn't really make a difference. So you don't really need it right now. But it's more when you're scaling and you're, if you're doing like, a couple K, a couple thousand in, leads a day, then the network may be interested in how you're doing that, right? So we kind of have that shit ready. So you need to be ready for war, and that's part of the shield. Gift is giving me a zoom. Running out of time. We removed the 40-minute time limit on your group. Oh, fantastic! That would have been very awkward if we had that time limit. Cool. Morrison's. UK. Blah blah blah. Cool. Grab the lander, and then we'll move on to the actual ads in the Facebook side of things. So all this part should be very basic. I'm taking it very slow, just in case there's somebody here that hasn't even launched their first campaign. Just to give everybody an opportunity to get the flow. Okay, cool. So now we've kind of got our campaign created. The next thing that we want to do is grab this mofo over here, the direct tracking pixel, and then paste that in here. So just under your Facebook pixel, you paste that in, kaboom. That is now there. So we've got our lander pretty much ready. We're now in a position. Is this the right lander? Am I editing the right lander right now? I actually do not think so. Wait, let me double check. Is that the right lander? I think it changed. I think I just changed it when I changed the title of the page. 1 second, guys. It's all good. It's all good. It's only just changed. Okay, cool. All good, all good. Now we got the Morrisons, blah, blah, blah. Yep, working fine. Fantastic. All right, that would have been awkward, you know, because it wouldn't have worked. So then paste, save that. So now we are able to upload to Amazon S3. Okay. Just loading up Amazon S3, guys. I'm sure a lot of you lot have had fights with Amazon S3 so far. I see Almadi. I couldn't create CloudFront in S3 yet. Okay. Have you tried reaching out to anyone in the team? To drop an email. Obviously not to me right now. Probably to Brett@debaroo.com, and Brett will reach out. Yes, I do. Okay, cool. When did you send your email out, mate? When did you send that out? It is quite busy at the moment. Everyone's got their situations. Alright, so add file, blah blah blah. Nope, we're not gonna add file, we're just gonna drag and drop. So here, as you can see, I am just dropping in my lander. You gotta be, yeah, okay, cool. Alright, where did the lander go? Alright, the lander is no longer, what the hell? Okay, that scared me. Lander disappeared, and anyway, it's back. So just upload. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. So we have our lander uploaded, and at this point, I will just test the lander. That's my typical flow. We got just anniversary. Oh God. Wait 1 second. UK dash more. Is this the right? Okay, it is the right URL. Let's double check that. Go away. How do I move this thing? If you guys are Zoom experts, you know how to move this stuff. It's hella annoying. Okay, why did it do that? Ah, okay, I think it's this. I don't need a www. Yup. That should work fine. If it doesn't work fine, that's gonna be very annoying. But as you guys are seeing, this is the live though. This is live. This is really live. Okay, why is that not working right now? Is that the same lander? Actually, I've got an idea. Where's my Maldives? Okay. Okay. My bad. I was cutting corners. I didn't put the HTTPS, any of that stuff at the front. So yeah, that was not gonna work. So this should work, and if it doesn't, there may be a teardrop that falls from my face. Oh, yep, it worked. Of course it worked, man. I had no doubt in myself. I hope nobody had doubts in me too. Um, okay, so we uploaded the Amazon Lander. So then the next phase is we're gonna start looking for some ads. All right, guys. Okay, this thing is the most annoying thing I've ever seen. Okay, I can move it. Wow, that's magic. That is magic right there. Okay, cool. But yeah, so with Facebook, when it comes to the ads, as you guys have already seen and you've experienced, the ads with Facebook are quite different to IG, right? And what we're gonna do for this part is I'm gonna do it side by side, where one is the camera while one I'm looking for images, just to make this a bit faster, make the process fast. Actually, at this point, we can test out our campaign URL. Let's see if that works. You know, I'm a risk taker. You know, it's live. I'm testing out the campaign URL. That's a ridiculous amount of confidence. But it's just like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that. So right now, I'm just gonna check if the campaign URL is working. Okay. Dun 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 dun. If this doesn't work, it will be painful. But we have a winner. Oh, yeah, we have a winner, guys. So, guys, as long as you follow the instructions, everything should work. Okay, just follow the instructions. This stuff is super easy. The hard part is making the shmoney. So, like doing what we're about to do now, right? So, okay, cool. So let's start doing some ad research, right? So I'm gonna be releasing a video tomorrow or the day after. It's gonna be around angles, and that's just focus around angles for Facebook, because Facebook you can run different types of angles. Facebook store key. I mean Morrison store key. Yeah, with Facebook, there are multiple angles you can run. You can run like anniversary sort of angles. You can run like special events. In fact, for some brands, there actually are currently special events going on. If you're smart enough to research those things, you can actually create a very own brand that somebody who knows about that particular brand will make. It'll be super believable, which means that your conversions can be super high, and you know your ROI is super high too. Um, but yeah, I'm just going to show you the most like the standard way of kind of finding some ads. We're not going to find too many ads for this. I'm just going to show you how to find like maybe 3. Just keep it super quick, super simple. So we see a queue, but that I wouldn't run that just because I like to have a little bit of branding, just a little bit. By the way, guys, this site alarmme.com is very good for groceries campaigns. So it's a little hack if you're running on Facebook. Yeah, so this ad like this. Why did it say Mori? What the hell? Anyway, ads like these could be good for like certain angles. So if you're running an angle on Facebook where you're saying like, we are celebrating 100 years of Morrison's, you know, great customer service or some shit like that, you can run an ad like that. So I'm just gonna copy link address. Is that no copy image address. Why didn't? Or should I just save it? Yeah, I'll just save it. Fuck it. I'll just save it. But yeah, when you're looking at the for the ads, especially with Facebook, you want to make sure you're thinking about, what's the angle, because with Facebook you can add obviously some ad text and headline and etc. So you want to like see how you can angle it whilst you're looking. Let's keep going. Let's keep on going. And again, it's just all a matter of testing. You just want to test out different variations and understand, how different variations can match, what you're trying to do. Morrison's on fire. If you've done this and you put like Morrison's giving out so many vouchers, it's on fire. Nah, probably getting a lot of trouble for something like that. I wouldn't run that, but. What else? Yeah, even these sort of ads, cutting of the ribbon, again, with certain angles they can do well. If you're running it standard, it may not, but if you're running it with certain angles, then you could do some damage with these sort of campaigns, like when you run it like that. But yeah, we'll just grab. No, that's way too blurry. That's a bit better. Maybe this one. What's this one? Somebody said, Richard, isn't it risky to point out someone on a Facebook ad? What do you mean? Are you talking about, what do you mean pointing somebody out? Please expand. Please expand. But yeah, anyway, this image could potentially do well. Obviously, when I'm running my campaigns, I'll have all my images typically ready at this point. So I'd have a backlog of images. So I may not even be doing this right now. So I always advise, constantly be finding images. Have your own like backlog. Have your own folder, because that saves you a lot of time. So usually at this point, I would already be inside Facebook and essentially just doing the Facebook stuff, right? So. Okay. Yeah, things like this do well as well. Obviously, this is very tiny and very old. I'm not sure if you guys can see. I'm going to zoom in just in case people can't see that one. Open it in a new tab. Yeah, super small, so I can't run it. It'll be very blurry. But as you can see with this ad, easily you could just place a circle on this person, and that bit of blur, pattern disrupt that. What's going on? Is that a ghost? Is that a zombie? Well, who knows what's going through the user's head? But these images where where there's movement and there's like a still image and there's movement, based on just marketing psychology, it does a lot of wonders, and you see a higher click-through rate because it provides that pattern disrupt that we're looking for. When you're running these campaigns, you want to try and find like potential pattern disrupts within the ads, right? So like if you get people that there's a bit of blur, there's movement, like it's like they're running somewhere. Those things those images, do well. Like this one, but I think these are too small. But I'm gonna save this anyway. Yeah. Save. And cool. And what we'll do is we're just gonna use those three just to keep things moving fairly quickly. I'm gonna add them inside of here. Actually, I think I've got 4. So yeah, we'll use those 4. I'm just dragging them into Canva. Cool. So just wait for that to load up. But yeah, guys, I feel like I'm by myself, guys. With Facebook, I can see all your faces and stuff, but right now it just feels like I'm talking to myself. But it's It's just life. Guys, let me know how your campaigns are going. Just give me some feedback. Like what things are you struggling with? Just drop that in the comments in the group chat. Okay. So I'm just gonna delete that. Put this one there. Is that gonna go in? Yeah. It's a bit small, but YOLO. We'll try and make that work. Alright, I'm gonna zoom out. Actually, I'm gonna make this big now. Drag that across. George says, would you use Morrison's brand name and image for your Facebook page to increase ROI? George, you are a risky guy. I like it. That's high risk. Obviously, you will get more attention and so forth, but the risk is with Facebook is higher. So yeah, in terms of longevity, you probably reduce your longevity of the campaign just by doing that. In terms of profits, you probably increase the profits by doing that. So it's a case of what are you willing to do for the moolah. But yeah, you just got to work that one out for yourself really, because it's just higher risk, higher return, but the risk is there. I can't tell you that if you do that, you're just gonna be hey-okay. Like there is much more risk in that. Let's position this to the back. And even here, obviously, the whole Morrison isn't there or whatever. But it's alright. I will still run that. But let's see if this dude is better. Why do they have to why can't one of them just be there, huh? Oh, sigh. Just wanted this one campaign to go perfectly, man. Why does this guy have to be on the right? So yeah, you can still run something like that, even though the sign is to the M is missing. It still has because remember you're gonna have it in the copy as well, so it should be fine. So you could have something that's probably a bit too big. Yeah, so this is an example of like a good Facebook one. So the guy's moving, someone's scrolling down. Obviously for us right now, you're like, why would somebody probably scroll down? It's just there's a blur. It attracts attention. When there's images like that, you want to look like, can I see the guy's face? Like, what's he doing? Is he running? Like, what's going on? And that's enough to kind of grab them for a few seconds and get them to stop. Because once they stop, they then go ahead and read your copy. And your copy is what takes them to the lander. So everything needs to be synced up together. All right. So it's a whole marketing message all together. George, I didn't read your second message, George. You said that you did it with Aldi once and instantly got banned. Yeah. So that like I said in it, like there's a big risk of doing that. I would say at this stage for you guys, I wouldn't risk it. Trying to rinse the profit, so you've got some other methods, like some more black hat sort of things going on. Do what you want, but I wouldn't recommend it for you guys. Alright. So I actually didn't even edit the color for this one, I just realized. So I would try and get a color that essentially stands out quite a lot, obviously. So what would do that? Yeah, even that red could do damage with that one. Yeah, I think I can do that. I think that was alright. Now with this one, I would typically try and run this with a border, but because she's looking down, whoops, this woman over here, she's looking down. You could still do an arrow potentially. It's like, what are they looking at? What is down there? What is she actually looking at? Is she looking at the scissor? Okay, weird. Anyway, so that's how you want to frame it, because that's what the user is thinking about, right? And whenever you're running these campaigns, whether it's IG, whether it's Facebook, you want to always think about it from the user perspective. Like, how the user portray this advertising message? That's exactly what you want to do, and that's all you want to do. All right, because that's marketing. Even though we are cost per action marketers, we're still marketers. So you need to always think like that. So yeah, you can just use that for that. What else? Obviously, if you haven't seen these images, then that means that you haven't watched my live campaign build that's inside the members area right now, where I'm going through Facebook and using Tesco as an example. So after this, if you still want to continue watching this, then watch that one later on. That one is much longer than this, so I'm trying to make this one ASAP, very quickly. Hence why I'm not spending as much time going through all the ads and so forth, but it's all good. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, like everyone's super quiet right now. If you have any questions, especially if you're not one of my students that I coach every single day, then go ahead. Ask your questions, man. Gonna turn that to, I reckon blue. Blue and yellow are quite opposite, right? So I'll put a blue border. But Facebook is blue, so we try not to use blue, right? Facebook doesn't like using blue as well. So I'd probably play a bit safe with the purple. Or the pink. Oh, the pink is alright actually. Yeah, no, purple. And yeah, when you're running with these ads on Facebook, you only want to use one pattern disrupt per ad. You don't want to run an ad where you're kind of going crazy and you're basically becoming an artist, and you got an arrow pointing here, you got a border on there, you got circles at something else. That you lose the power of the pattern disrupt when you do that. So don't do that. All right. And yeah, I think we're just gonna leave it at those three for now. So we shall save these three. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. Save three. 1, 2, 3. Obviously, when you're running your campaigns, target 10 ads. I'm only doing 2, 3 because I'm trying to make this as quick as possible. But when you're running your campaigns, for each campaign, target doing 10 ads. That gives you the best chance of finding, a winner or a few winners from the ads that can kind of get you that high CTR and that low CPC, which increases the chances of you having a winning ad set, right? Somebody said, does the opening images do well? I think by opening images, you're referring to when they're cutting the ribbon. Like, that would make sense. I'm assuming that's it. They do well, but you have to angle them correctly. Like if you just say anything random and just put that there, then it's like, what's the context of this image? So you need to always match the context with the copy. So yeah. So the answer is yes, but your messaging needs to stay in sync with the ad. All right. Okay, so let's just get this pulled up. So we're going to head into Facebook, head into the business manager, and we're going to create the ads, which is essentially the final stage, which is awesome. But yeah, let's just let this load up. Shouldn't take too long. But yeah, right now, guys, if you have more questions, user, I'm not sure who user is, but user, you have some good questions. Keep them coming. Vladimir, you can't hear. The hearing issue is on your device. We've confirmed that everyone else can hear me. So make sure that your device is connected correctly, and then you'll be able to hear me fine. But yeah, right now, right now, everything's loading. Hopefully it's just loading and there's no issues. But yeah, in the meantime, Questions, questions, questions. I'm willing to provide answers, man. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit worried. Like, if this doesn't work, I will cry. But to be fair, if this doesn't, if the Facebook and stuff doesn't work right now, it's not a biggie. So I can just close everything and just open it up again and it'll work fine. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, Facebook, Google Chrome is not responding. I think we've hit the threshold for Zoom students in the chat and Zoom people watching. Alright, I'll just keep answering questions whilst I sort all that stuff out on the back end. This is all going to close out in a moment. So user said, user, what's your name, user? Someone said, Skira. Said, how long does it take for me to prepare a campaign from scratch? Well, I'll tell you now, it doesn't take this long. It can take between 20 and 25 minutes to get a whole campaign ready. That's because I have all my assets ready. Most of the time I have my images ready. I spend my spare time finding images. So when I'm running my campaigns, I don't need to find images. Like this part, I don't really need to find. When it comes to angles, I already know what angles I'm probably going to run. So I already know what to test. But yeah, so it doesn't really take me that long. So like the lander can get done in like 5 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. Change the copy, change the image. That's minor, very basic. It's the ad research that's probably going to take most of your time, guys. So I say if you want to increase your workflow, increase your speed, focus on getting your ad images and making a backlog, almost like a folder for yourself for ad images. And then you can just keep on utilizing those until your ROI, your CTR and your CPCs begin to drop, or they're not really working. But that's how we typically do things. So yeah. To share, should we increase daily spend to test more images? That's a really good question. By that, I'm assuming you're saying essentially to help spread the budget a bit more if you're using more images. Can you just confirm if you're referring to if you want to test more than 10 images? Please just drop a message in the chat just to provide a little bit more clarification, because I do not want to answer that and everyone gets confused, which will happen. Alright, cool. Yeah, so if you do want to test more images within one ad set, then you could do that. You could increase the spend, but just bear in mind that the higher the initial spend on a new campaign, the higher the risk, right? So you could another way you could do that is if you really think that this campaign is something that you really want to test and you really want to put in budget towards it, you can just set 2 campaigns potentially, and just use 10 ads here, 10 ads there, and this spread. That way, it's not one campaign starting off with a large budget, which can potentially get you in Facebook trouble. But yeah, hope that answers your question, bro. Like if it doesn't, let me know. But by the way, why the hell is this thing not working, guys? I've literally closed it, so it should be. 1 second. It's weird. What's going on? Okay, I think I know what to do. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions whilst this stuff loads up, please let me know. Please, please, please. Okay, I've got Google Chrome trying to load up on my other browser. But what I may do is just open up Safari and do it from there. Probably what I'm gonna do because I've got it all set up right now on Safari. So yeah, we always have backups. We always have backups. But yeah, I'm just trying to get this campaign sorted ASAP. So I'm sure you guys want to enjoy the rest of your evening, and I've got to go to the gym. So let's get this sorted. All right, I don't know what the hell happened to Google Chrome, but Google Chrome is no longer our friend. So we are moving to Safari. Just getting everything sorted on my other window, guys. So just bear with me. And whilst I'm doing that, please ask me any more questions. The rest of the live is going to take probably 10 to 15 minutes once I get everything ready. So it's going to go by very, very quickly. So if you have any questions, get them in there now or forever hold your peace. All right. So I'm just logging into Volume on Safari. So just bear with me a moment. This campaign is almost done. Cool. Okay, so it's just Facebook and Volume that we need for the next stage. Yeah, awesome. All right, guys. Can you guys see the Safari window? Can you guys see it? Yay, nay? Nay, yay? I'm just going to assume that everyone can see it. If you couldn't, I'm sure you'd say you can't. Cool. So we are going to go into the Facebook. Oh, actually, let me just do something on my other screen. 1 second, guys. Okay, all good. All good. We all good. Cool. Head over to the ads manager. Trip too hard. I'll be on So note to self, do not use Chrome and do not use Facebook Live. They will desert you. Okay, noted. Alright, create ad. Alright guys, I hope I don't need to tell you this, but you gotta select traffic. Hope nobody's been pressing anything else. So I could explain it, your issues if you're having any. All good, all good. We're gonna call this what the heck? Okay, it's getting crazy. What the hell is going on? Okay, I guess Safari is just adjusting. So rich Facebook. What the hell? Bear me a moment, guys. Just keep this Safari is not acting up. Contact Facebook. I'm just gonna call it Morrison's. Standard, continue. Blah blah blah. I'll be on the way. So for ad set name, I will call this one UK female 1865. Okay, and then Morrison's. One second, where's the chat? Okay, cool. Cool. So that typing stuff was weird. I felt like I was like, yeah, I was just in a different world because it was going so slow. But it's all good. We've got that fixed. So gender, make that female or women. So here, so typically you can set up for groceries. You could do 2 interest targeting and potentially 2 broad. So I would typically test out for each brand like that. So let's do it. So you just United Kingdom, blah blah blah. Don't touch that. Don't touch that. That's all good. So I'll do this as my interest ad set. Why is this weird? You want to select interest, obviously not employers. Cool. 1.9 mil reach in the UK. Not bad. Edit placements. We're running Facebook, not IG. Devices, mobile. We aren't doing stories. We aren't doing in article. We're not doing apps and sites. Not doing messenger inbox. Not doing. So all you really want selected is Facebook newsfeed, guys. That's all you need selected. So I'm just gonna go back up, make sure everything's on point. Yeah, all good, all good, all good, all good, all good. Boom, boom. So I remember that this offer, the payout is 1.1 euros. I'm just going to imagine that's if it was pounds. I'm not going to do the conversion rate right now. So the daily budget per ad set would be 1.1 times 3. So actual amount spent may vary. Optimization for ad delivery, landing page views. Select that. Show more options. We're not editing any of these. Just leave that as it is. Continue. Okay. Almost done here. Blah blah blah. Okay, add image, add media. Did that save when it was on the... Okay, let me see if I can find date added. Oh god. Alright, I'm not going to be able to get those images because the Chrome crashed when we were saving from Canva. That is a pain. That is a pain. But we're just going to imagine that we've already edited these images in Canva. We're not going to go back into Chrome and make everything super slow. Just imagine these images. Get your imagination on. These images have already been edited as they would be. Right? We've already gone through Canva. We're not going to go back into Canva now because that will just mess everything up. And Chrome is just crashing with this zoom on right now. And it doesn't fit the dimension, so we're going to pretend that, okay, these aren't the images. We're actually going to select these ones I've already created. Alright, boom. So obviously these aren't the images that we were going to use. These aren't the images we're going to use, but we had some issues with Canva entirely using Safari right now, and Chrome is still showing a loading symbol. So yeah, we're just going to pretend that these are actually the Morrison ads. So if you see Tesco on the right, Morrison's in the copy, don't get too scared. This is all on purpose. You know how it is. It's part of the hustle. Okay. So, where it says text, this is where you want to essentially angle in the offer. So you put like click here and win a Morrison's voucher, right? And that's just a fairly standard. That's a fairly standard text, right? And you put in some emojis. Yeah. So you put a down arrow, and then you want to put something like, yeah, something like that, right? Yeah. And as you can see on the right hand side, we're seeing the emoji starting to appear. Why the hell did that just happen? Okay, that's weird. Let's do that again. Anyway, as you can see on the right hand side, the emojis are appearing there, and the whole point of that is to grab the attention for the user. Now, if you wanted to sort of do a different angle, let's say like this one is a celebratory type of offer, right? You could angle it in a different way. So you could do something like celebrate our 100th anniversary or 100th birthday. Celebrate our 100th birthday. You can put birthday anniversary, but with brand, I'll usually run it for anniversary. Okay. Yes, Gura, I just see your message. An ideal number of ads is 10. And Bear, just to confirm, guys, I know we're saying Morrison's on the left and we've got Tesco on the right. The reason for that is because Canva just crashed with Chrome, and I'm not going to waste time going back in there and downloading the images. So we're just going to pretend that over here That doesn't say Tesco. That says Morrison's, right? So to celebrate our 100th anniversary, we're giving you the chance to win a Morrison voucher. Or, or you can even angle it like to celebrate our anniversary, we're giving away 100 Morrison vouchers. That's more aggressive, but yeah. You can see the potential of how you angle it, because the thing that I just said just then would add a bit more scarcity, but again, it's a much more misleading, which obviously gives you a better ROI, but increases your risk too. To celebrate our 100th anniversary, we're giving you the chance to win a Morrison's voucher. Yeah, it's very simple angle, and then what you do is you then put in the arrows. Put in an arrow. Wait, what? And then you could put click here. Cool. And this is then displayed under there, as you can see. But yeah, one thing to bear in mind, guys, with Facebook, and you're gonna see this in the video that is in the members area, is you want to make sure that you update the Facebook page, and you moderate the comments. If you don't, you need to make sure you add a block list to the Facebook page, because when you start running these ads, you're gonna get loads of people commenting all kinds of bullshit, right? Even using the exact word bullshit, and you want to automatically block them. The block list helps with around 70% of the hate. 30% of the hate maybe through images, GIFs, things like that, which the block list can't really manage. So you need to manage that on your own. And obviously, when you're running campaigns at scale, there are different service providers that you can use to manage that. But again, we're not obviously, you guys aren't doing it at scale right now, so you guys can manage that. Don't be lazy, all right? But yeah, this is fairly standard. There's volume. So we'll then grab our URL from volume for the campaign. If anyone's got any more questions, let me know. But so far, it seems like everyone has a good picture of everything. Everyone that's still here, you got some real hustle. Okay, so where's the campaign? Morrison's. There you are. Okay, guys. By the way, guys, setting up campaigns is typically very fast. I just will never in my life set up a campaign with anything live, just because it's just long, as you guys have already experienced. Whoops, actually no. I like to grab that, take that out. So I'm going to just separate it. So ignore what I've already done. I'm just going to separate this URL. So from the CPID, I grab that. I'm going to just go down to URL parameters. Don't worry, we're not leaving that text there, guys. I know you're like, what's this guy doing? Don't worry. Okay, all good. All right, so we added our links. We've got our ad copy, pixels working, parameters been added. And yeah. That's all done. We can go away now. All right, so we can then just confirm this campaign. Errors have been fixed. Tashir said Jim is calling. You got that right, man. I'm losing all the games right now because this is just so slow when there's live. So everything I'm doing is just like slow. It's actually distracting me. So I'm struggling to focus because it's so slow. So here, we want to obviously duplicate the ad sets, but it's taking forever. It's just load. So we've obviously got this campaign set up for UK female and its interest. So let me just edit that actually. So then what we can do, what is going on? So we want to duplicate this one for male. Run that male. Yeah. Too hard. Okay. So all we need to do is edit that F, remove that copy, edit the gender, and then we have this ad set ready. But it's just so slow right now. Okay. No. It's moving painfully slow right now. I'm struggling to stay alive. Don't know how the hell you guys are doing this, but I respect it. I really do. What the hell is all my... is everything deleting? What's going on? This is hilarious. Okay. It's literally like a granny system right now. No offense to any granny out there. Yeah. And then men. And woo! We've done that one. That was painful. So we've done the male interest. Wow, that was long. Cool guys. We've got male interest sorted. So now we're gonna duplicate them. Boom, boom, boom. And we're gonna make broad, right? Painful. It's very painful. I'm in serious pain. I actually don't know what's going on right now. I did not select two. Why is that not selected? Yes, Guru, I'm doing that right now, mate. Creating two broad ad sets right now. So all you gotta do is just duplicate that one, what we just done, the interest, and I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that, mate. But as you can see, my computer's going crazy. Why is the checkbox that big? That's weird. Okay, cool. Okay, these are the copies. We'll just click here to edit the actual, just the names. Okay, so now we have Morrison, Broad. Save that to drafts. Boom. And then we then select. No. So then remove the interest for the two ad sets. Interest is now removed. Publish it. And boom! We made it, guys. Well done. Well done. We just made the two broad ad sets. We made the two interest ad sets. We've got female, we've got male. Everything's in there. The campaign works. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to delete these ads as soon as I can. But just because I'm not actually going to run these campaigns. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. And look out for the video that's coming out tomorrow. Peace. Enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. And thank you so much. Keep the hustle going. Let's make some moolah. Cheers, man.